Shalom, shalom, shalom. Just doing a quick little video out of Rise and Wants of Spirit. The brother video name right here, protect your spirit and soul at all times. Which is a true statement. You get to say I'm doing an impromptu video, based on his video. Of course, again, our praise and all glorification to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, HALAHYAM, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, QADASH, and calling them YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, QADASH, and of course, again, tomorrow into the Bible millstone, who teach them about. But, let's praise some of this. Now, I probably got to pull precepts when it goes on.
All right, shalom, Akim, shalom. Hey, Yahawah Shai, brought a thumb to my dear brothers out there, you little and sisters, worshiping the Heavenly Father in spirit and in truth. All praises to Yahawah Shai and the bonds of the apostles. All right, man, I'm over here, considering hard, in a deep thought as I'm rolling, doing my handling my business. And this title came to me, protect your spirit and your soul at all times. Protect your spirit and your soul at all times. And why I'm in such a deep thought is because, man, you have to understand that you're under attack at all times. Okay? You're constantly being challenged to go against the Heavenly Father for them every second that go by.
God. Yeah, I honestly do. It is truth. Saying always, as a scripture said about the poet, 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. He has a prowling line. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Whom is this? Steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. The same that a roaring, prowling demon, well, he is a demon. Yes, a clear devil, man, seeking you, hunting you down. Even Esau, his physical counterpart, using physical methods to try to overthrow you, throwing curses on you, whatever the case may be, plagues, etc., etc. Even tricks in his seat, man. But these spirits have no rest; they don't end. You haven't noticed, That's why we need YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, keep it quiet. As the months we get it real quick. Still got a chance. Revelation 3 and 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that. Well, that's verse 10. Because thou kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee for the hour of temptation. When the sea comes to play, and Jacob's trouble comes around, this hour of temptation, which has come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast what thou hast, that no man take thy crown. So the man take that crown, you gotta hold it fast with your life. Cause anything take you out, man. Anything. The brother about go on, you better go into doctrine. You're not tending to the spirit, you can get bugged out by these other doctrines, man. Not keeping to the word, meditating thereon, reviewing, continuously going into the scriptures, the word in the Syrian and truth, you get bugged out by these other groups he's about to go into. The last verse. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out. You're not going to leave the truth or become wicked anymore. And I'll write upon him my name, the name of my God, YAHAWAH, and the name of the city of my God, Jerusalem, which is New Jerusalem, which really just goes into election, which comes down out of heaven from my power, and I'll write upon him my new name, or refreshed name. Coming back to us again, it would be considered new to us. Revelation 14:1 comes to mind. Let's go back to the video. Mermaid. If you two can work.
As I'm rolling, doing my handling my business, and this title came to me, protect your spirit and your soul at all times. Protect your spirit and your soul at all times. And why I'm in such a deep thought is because, man, you have to understand that you're under attack at all times. Okay? You're constantly being challenged to go against the Heavenly Father for them every second that go by. From the things that we have to encounter in this society, to the things we see with our eyes, we hear with our ears, even what we taste with our mouth. Everything is trying to get you. That's what it's trying to do. It's trying to get you. And if you're not protecting your mind and your soul, if you're not being very cautious of yourself, if you're out here careless, you're not really thinking about life and what the Lord has did and what He's doing, man, you're gonna get, as the scriptures quoted best, you're gonna be tossed to and fro. People gonna be toying with you.
Quick little precept also come to mind as well. Psalm 17. Psalm 17, 12 as well. Bro, so like, what the brother going into is right. No, you're not keeping your mind on the Lord. That'll be technically sin for Him. No, because your mind is not on Him, then you don't really love the Lord. No, that's the first commandment. Matthew 22:37. That's a love Yahawah thy power with all their heart, not their mind, with all their mind, with all their soul, and all their strength. BAHASHAM QADASH. That's the first great commandment. Second letter 2, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. This is Psalms 19:14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Yahawah, my strength and my redeemer. BAHASHAM QADASH. Why are you trying to do that? Yeah, we gotta keep the meditation of our hearts and our minds on Yahawah BAHASHAM. Because if not, then the Lord gotta cast us out. Be simple.
Gonna be toying with you. And it may lead to your destruction. Now around this time, it's the Passover is within like a month coming up. The left-hand side angels, they're like on supercharged mode to see who out there slipping. Who out there isn't really teaching the right counsel the Lord gave. Man, I couldn't do that, man. Little young man right there, man. A little young rookie made me turn right. Slakia. But the Heavenly Father is allowing these left-hand side angels to basically play cleanup like ×2 or something. It's always around this time, so you want to be on top of it. Now you see that you have a bombardment of men coming up with all different type of doctrines that's contrary to what we've been teaching. Because we have the 100% truth. What we teach is exactly what...
No, as Scripture said, it could be a great insurrection against those of fear Yahawah BAHASHAM QADASH. Quote that talking about Esau. No, but you can apply it to these other groups as well, because they're going to do the same thing. That's 2 Ezra 16:70.
The Lord sent to the planet Earth, concerning these last days. You see? But you have a lot of these men that got King David demons on them, and in the process of them thinking that they King David, they're belittling the men they were once around. They go all into brethren's secrets, things that happen between the camp, and they do that so that they could draw disciples onto them. A lot of you out there that's not protecting your mind and soul, you emotional, you think like the world, you get caught up in what these people are saying, concerning your leaders.
No, you can't be emotional in this truth either. No. You can't really be emotional in this truth. Because again, it goes down to family, friends. Those people got to come against you. Those other groups, you got to betray you. Those men they may have looked up to, They're gonna go against you, just drive against you. That's what's gonna happen, man. You know? Even the people you may labor with, they may go against you. The Lord will not, but hey, the Lord knows. The Lord said what? Matthew 10 and 34. Say not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace with a sword. But I come to send a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against his mother, and a mother and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And the man's foe shall be they of his own household. You know? He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. You know? And he that taketh not his cross that follow after me is not worthy of me. Talking about his affliction. And he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So you can take hold of our own life. I'm about to read Luke 24:14, 26. Calling out QADASH. No, when we don't. Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. And hating your life is more than just saying, I hate my life. But I'd rather just showing they don't value your life. No. Giving your life as a living sacrifice, not tending to the affairs of this life, trying to get a benefit for yourself, but rather putting this ministry, this truth above all things. No. Dedicating your mind and your heart to it. BAHASHAM. And when we do it, whosoever will not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Who which of you intend to build a tower, sitting down first and count the cost, when he has sufficient to build it, thus happily after he hath laid the foundation, and not able to finish it, and all that behold it begin to mock him, saying this man began to build and was not able to finish. You know, that's what happens. No, we don't, not able to finish, and get caught up in the emotions. Now what happened to Jesus?
The people the Lord gave you to give you the message. So you got that. On top of here it is that we've been talking about the MOTB for the past week and a half, 2 weeks, like strong. And then you're starting to see all the different camps that have different thoughts on what Revelation 13 is. And none of their doctrine makes sense. The number one thing is that it's sin, it's wickedness. That's the new thing. Now, years back, what was hot for them to say was that it was Christianity, or an embargo, or the image of Caesar Borgia. So now that we moved in even closer to Revelations, the 13th chapter, what we've been speaking, starting with Apostle Tahar over here at Great Millstone on down, you starting to see that, yes, we've been teaching that which the Lord told the world to hear. And now these other camps are swapping to now with sin and wickedness, which that's a very, I don't know how what word you would put on that, but to say that it's sin and wickedness is like leaving it broad. Of course, if you take...
Very vague. Because the word you're trying to use, very vague. Because that's what it is, very vague. Saying sin. Like, what's sin? Which sin? Is it adultery? Man, I believe I heard one say it's conforming to the way of America. No. Which makes no sense because, again, you pledging allegiance to the flag is conforming to the way of America. If you ever did that, you took the mark of the beast. You have a driver's license, a social security number, an ID, health records, getting a job, going to school. No. You ain't buying a shirt, buying clothes, using the money of America. They'll be conforming to the ways of America. That's American civilization things. American civilization things. Yeah, it's stupid, man. It makes no... And another dude says it doesn't really mean buying and selling. It means being prosperous, but no. The word for buy is go to market. A.k.a. go into a store. No. So you go to the store, no, that could be considered buying and selling. No, that's a word for mark. Well, that's a word for buy in Revelation 13 and 17. No. To go to market. No. I just want to make a quick little video. Operation my spirit. Quick, praise and glorification to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, Barakatah YAHAWAH, and Barakatah YAHAWASHI. Calling my YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, QADASH, and calling my YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, QADASH. Of course, getting tomorrow instead of possibly meal, so the teacher will well. And Lord Yahweh, of course. Yeah. Praise to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, QADASH, and Shalom.